Good morning, students. In the last lecture of the object-oriented programming, we learned the basic introduction about the pointer. How the pointer is implemented in C++. Pointer is a variable in C++ that holds the address of another variable. They just have data type just like the normal variables. For example, an integer type pointer can hold the address of integer variable, and an character type of pointer can hold the address of character variable. There are two operators that are used in a pointer concept in C++. That operators are, first one is the pointer operator. That means, what is the pointer operator? Asterisk symbol denotes the pointer operator. A pointer operator can be represented by a combination of asterisk symbol with a pointer variable name. That means that is a pointer. That variable is a type of pointer. That means the asterisk tells the compiler that the variable it follows is a pointer variable. Then second type of operator is the address of operator. That means ampersand. An address of operator can be represented by a combination of ampersand symbol with a pointer variable, and it is used to get the address of the variable. This is the basics of pointer. Now in this lecture we will see the pointer arithmetic. First we will see the basic introduction about the pointer arithmetic. Pointer arithmetic. In C++, it is possible to perform arithmetic operations with a pointer. We do the different arithmetic operations on a variable. Same way, in C++, it is possible to perform the arithmetic operations with the pointers. As we know that as a pointer holds the memory address of the variable. The pointer stores the memory address of the defined variable. Then some arithmetic operations can be performed with the pointers. Then in this condition, in the pointer condition, we will possible to perform the some arithmetic operations on the pointer. It is possible to perform the arithmetic operations on the pointer. The C++ language supports 4 arithmetic operators that can be used with the pointer. That are addition operator, subtraction operator, increment operator, that is plus plus, and decrement operator, that is minus minus. These are the 4 operators that can be applied on the pointer. Pointers are variables and they are not integers, but they can be displayed as unsigned integer. The conversion specifier for a pointer is added and subtracted. For example, consider the example ptr plus plus. Ptr is an one pointer. Ptr plus plus causes the pointer to be incremented but not by 1. Consider another one example ptr minus minus. Ptr is an one pointer. Then ptr minus minus causes the pointer to be decremented but not by 1. Here the increment and decrement operator example is given. In PTR++, the pointer is incremented, but it is not incremented by 1. And in the condition, the PTR it also decrements the pointer, but not by 1. How is it possible? Let's see one example. So you will get clear idea about the pointer arithmetic. See this example. In this example, in a main function, there is one array. There is one array. How the array is defined in a C++? First, we want to specify the data type. After that, there is an array name. Then here is an array size. Here V is an array of size 3. That array contains 3 elements, 3 integer type of data, that are 10 is the array index first element, 100 is the array index second element, and 200 is the third element of the array. Then here we are declaring a pointer variable integer star PTR. PTR is of type integer. Here integer pointer is defined. Then here we are assigning the address of an array to the pointer variable. So here operation is done. Here expression is written. PTR is equals to V. Means here the address of 0th index of the array is assigned with the pointer. Then in this program, the for loop is applied. By using this for loop, we are calling one by one array element sequentially. By using this for loop, we are calling each element of the array one by 1. So here condition first, in a for loop there is one variable I that is initialized with 0. Then the condition will check whether the I is less than 3, because our size of an array is a 3. Then for accessing the array elements one by one, here the counter is incremented by 1. Here the I is incremented by 1. Then here we are displaying the value of pointer one by one. First we are displaying the value of PTR, and then we are displaying a value of PTR, that means the address of PTR, and then the pointer is incremented. Here the memory representation, here the memory layout of this array is shown. Here is an 0th element of the array, that is 10. Here first element of the array, first indexed element of the array, that is 100, and here the second indexed element of the array is 2000 is stored. See this figure. Here is an first element of an array, here is an second element of an array, and here is an third element of an array. While you are storing the elements in a or data or any value in a memory, then address is assigned to that particular memory location. Here the 0th element of an array is stored at the location 7920. Then the second element, that means 100 value, is stored at the location 7924. If the system is used 4 bytes to store an integer value, then the second element of an array is stored at the after 4 memory locations of the array. So here is an zeroth index array element address is 7920 and second element is at 7924 because this system requires the 4 bytes memory for storing a single integer value. So first integer value is stored at 7920, second value is stored at after 4 bytes, that is 7924, and third element of the array is stored at 7928 after the 4 bytes memory, because this system requires 4 bytes to store a integer value. Here originally pointer points to the location 7920. That means the pointer PTR is originally assigned with the value 7920. Whenever the incrementation, that means PTR plus plus is applied on that particular pointer, then it increments the number of bytes of the storage class for the particular machine. That means if a system used 4 bytes to store an integer, then the PTR plus plus would have resulted in PTR being equal to 7924 location. In this way, the incrementation operation is performed on the pointer. Whenever our first pointer is initialized with this location, when we apply the pointer incrementation operator on the pointer, then it increments the pointer to the next value stored into the array. Then again when we applying PTR plus plus, then it points to the next appropriate storage class. This is the general rule in C++ for pointer arithmetic, is that pointer performs the operation in bytes of the appropriate storage class. This is represented in this figure. Whenever you are executing this program, you will get the output as first it will display the value of first PTR, that is value of first array element, that is 10. So it will display the 10 value. Then we are displaying the address of that PTR, address of that pointer. So here it will display the address. Then next again here pointer is incremented, so the next value of the pointer value is displayed, that is 100, because array's second value is 100, it will display the 100 value. Then again it will display, again we are displaying the address of that particular pointer, so it will display the address of that particular pointer variable, that is 714. Here pointer is, here the address is incremented by 4 because this machine requires the 4 bytes to store the integer value. Then the last value of the last element of an array is displayed, that is 200. Then again we are displaying a address of that particular pointer. This is the example of pointer arithmetic in C. Let's see another one program. This is a C++ program that display the address as well as the content of a pointer variable, subtract with an integer quantity, and it will display the address of and the contents of pointer variable. Here minus operator is applied on the pointer. Here is an one variable x, then here we are declaring two pointer variables that are ptr1 and ptr2. Then here we are assigning a 10 value to the variable x. Then here in a ptr1 address of a x variable is stored. Then here we are applying a arithmetic minus operator. In this expression there is we require the second pointer variable, that is ptr2, for storing the result. Here we are minus 2 value from the pointer 1. Here the minus operator is applied. Then we are displaying the values and contents as well as addresses of the pointer variable. First, here we are displaying a value of x. We know that we are initially assigning a value of x, that is 10. So it will first display the value of x is equals to 10. Then we are displaying a contents of a pointer by using a pointer variable. We are storing a pointer. We are storing a value 10, value of x to the pointer variable, that first pointer variable, that is ptr1. So it will display the contents of ptr1, that is 10. Then we are displaying a address of pointer ptr1. Here the address of ptr1 is displayed. Here address of pointer holds the address of another variable. Here ptr1 stores the address of x. So it will display the address of location at which x variable is stored. It will display the location. Then here we are displaying a address of ptr2. Again we are displaying the address of ptr2. How the address of ptr2? For displaying a address of 2, we are applying a minus operator. Here in the pointer 1 address we are subtract 2 value. Here we are subtracting 2 value from the address of ptr1. So it will display the result. And again we are displaying a contents of the second pointer, that is ptr2. What are the contents of pointer ptr2? We are nothing stored on the pointer ptr2, so it will display the value 0. This is the example of pointer in C++. How the arithmetic operation is done on the pointer is represented here. Here are also another some examples related with the pointer arithmetic that are given here. See these example. Okay, thank you.